Alright, I got it all figured out. It's basically how it's gonna look. I mean, I should have made it look all ghetto and stuff, but trust me, I'm gonna brace everything up after I get the idea and the angle and the look that I want. Basically, it's gonna be in the middle of my body line, which is about 2 feet from the ground. Basically, the wheel will probably be about like that before I do the body drop. And it is centered up almost, probably like an inch higher than what it would be. But I'm using these blocks as a reference, as like, I guess the bottom part of my frame hitting the floor. So I got 2 and 2 right there. But maybe this might get a little, I have some bars I'm gonna put instead of, these little tabs that usually people put. Got this nice like 2.5-inch bars I'm gonna put in there and just cut up. But man, I think it'll look pretty sick. From right here, it'll tuck inside the fender. Maybe after I do the body drop, it'd probably be even with the hood. So I might have to go about 2, maybe 3 inches on a body drop, but I don't know. Now, this is with me doing everything with the metal that I have, with the welder I have. And yeah, it's basically just garage built. I'll show you the angle of it. Alright, so the level I got. Alright, so now basically the frame is level, my phone is level right now. Actually, I'll put it up top. Yeah, that's actually pretty decent. So I mean, it's really not far off. Not like that. Which whenever I drop it, it's, basically gonna be about like, I say like right here. About level, sticking out maybe a little bit. But I mean, like if I didn't do all this stuff right here, raise this up about 2.5 inches, raise that up about 2 3/8, then I mean this be all like this, and you can't be, freaking tiptoeing, on your 22s like that. But yeah, I could have bought all the stuff for it, but right now I'm trying to ball on a budget. After I get everything all mocked up and how I like it, I'm just gonna brace everything in. I'll show you my my bar that I'm gonna be putting in here instead of just little thin pieces of plate. Now it's basically this thick ass bar. And I think probably be maybe right here, more of an angle or something. Have one going from here to here. I'll trim all this up, and I'll make it make it look classy. And I have enough bar so I can make this mount. I don't know what kind of design I might do to the mount. I'm not too sure yet, but this up here, I'm gonna box all that in. And I did notch this so I can get the ball joint angle, and right now with it laid out, I can probably tilt it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna end up welding all this in, getting a plating this top part, and yeah, this little Junkyard Dodge is gonna be scraping the ground. Only issue that I've ran into with running these stock spindles is I'm gonna have to find a way to extend it that far, which, I mean, speaking of this bar, is almost perfect. So I mean, I could probably mimic a drop, you know, probably drop it like maybe 3 or 4 inch, cut that piece off, find a way to bolt it up here or weld it. You know, I might do both, just, you know, so I can have some kind of safety, which doesn't look like it's going to be possible in this truck, but you know, I'll make it as safe as possible, and you know, I'll weld the crap out of this thing. But yeah, so far the progress is good. About as low as I can get for it hitting the frame on stock frame, stock control arms, stock spindle. And the only thing I've had to buy was the welding wire, the gas, and I mean all the metal I got from the work I work at. But yeah, I'll keep everybody up to date, and sorry if it looks like a hack job, but you know, sometimes you just gotta make do what you got. But thanks for all tuning in, and I'll keep y'all up to date.